What's going on, everyone? I want to talk about Yieldmax year in review and kind of what I learned this year about my Yieldmax holdings, watching other people's holdings, and just all the discussions surrounding Yieldmax's whole year. I'd like to get into a little bit. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper. All right. You know, what a great year in the market. I mean, I wouldn't say unprecedented. I haven't looked at the numbers and compared it to other years. I just know the market ran hard this year in comparison to most years. So pretty much, if you had penny stocks, they probably went up. Everybody was making money by and large. If you weren't making money this year, whether in trading or whatever else, then there's definitely an issue. So we'll talk about more about that. I mean, I do have my notes here, so I may look down from time to time. So great time of year right now, I think anyway, to look at the past year. And what did you learn from holding your Yieldmax funds during a really fat, strong bull market? Well, we learned that these funds, by and large, there's some outliers out there, of course, but by and large, they all either went up, stayed stable, and you made dividends the whole time, and you've made money this whole time. Even if your share price has gone down in some of them, the dividends have compensated for the share price decline. But there are some that gave me some issues, like me personally, like Defiance. What a roller coaster that was, right? They reverse split. I thought it was going to be a great thing because even with the share price declining, let's say on IWM and QQQY, whatever the other one is, right? I was still ahead with dividends, so it was fine for me. But then they reverse split. They try to be more stable, yada, yada. It doesn't appear to be working as well as it could right now anyway with Defiance, let's say, versus Roundhill. So I had to sell those. Now, fortunately, all those funds I was up, and probably like most people, because again, the dividends outpaced the share price decline. But I sold them. I did not like it. As the market was ripping, these continued to fall. And then since they changed their strategy, the dividends weren't going to be as much. The share price appreciation wasn't moving to the level that I wanted, so I had to cut them. And like I said at the beginning, everything was up. So, you know, we can look at our high yield funds and be like, man, they were amazing this year, but wasn't everything pretty much, right? So with that in mind, with the massive year we had with the S&P run up and the Qs and all that, and it's not normal or a typical year, what's going to happen if next year it's like half the amount of gains that the market has, or even have a down year? What does that mean for you and your account? That's something you need to be ready for as a just in case, because this year appears to be an outlier. There's not many years that it runs up like it did this year. So let me talk about some of the positions I have. Nvidia was just wonderful this year for me because, you know, I'm still, as of now, this recording New Year's Eve, down on share price, but all the dividends I've collected this whole year of holding this thing, I am way positive on it. And so what a cushion that has built in for us, right? I mean, it's going to have to drop really significantly for me to actually be down in this position. And then, of course, we'll continue to make dividends as it's going. Before I continue, I do think you should start trading as soon as possible. Set a goal to start trading. If that's something you're interested in, I got a membership group. It's only $4 a month. I share all my trades in there and show my algorithm, lots of other things, and the membership Discord server. If you want to be a part of that, I'll leave a link in the description. Only $4 a month. Cancel anytime and join this massive group that is just growing exponentially. YMAG. Man, I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier with YMAG, because as we have gone on towards winter, and my wife and I are towards semi-retirement this winter, and we're living off dividends, right? YMAG has been above my cost basis for months. And so that means anytime the dividend came out, week over week over week for months, I've been able to pull it and build a cash position, because I personally don't add, because I'm not trying to grow the account necessarily. I'm at a point where I'm trying to live off of it. So with that being said, I don't want to add above my share cost. I'll just take the money when it's above my share price and build a cash position. So when a market does fall, I could either pull cash and use it, or to live off of, or to put it back into funds that I see are a great deal, whatever. But YMAG was just absolutely incredible. And it's still today, even though the markets have been dropping, as of the recording today, still above my cost basis, not even counting all the dividends I've received the past number of months from it. I talked about Defiance and what a turd it was for me, and how I was so disappointed in Defiance funds and we had to sell them. That thing, I did not like the way that thing came out and what they did. AMZ. I mean, AMZ has just been wonderful all year. I would say out of the course of 12 months, it was probably above my cost basis 6 to 7 months out of the year. And when it wasn't above my cost basis, we were able to average in, get our share price lower, so when it does get back up, it's easier to get above our cost basis, and we can pull all those dividends 100% and build the cash position and build more shares at a lower share price, get the average share price down lower. AMZ has just been wonderful. Definitely going to continue to hold that one, Nvidia and YMAG into next year. And then my favorite one is SQY, because that is a totally free position. I actually got the idea from a guy named is John. He does YouTube. Oh, doggone it. I can't think of his YouTube name now. I'm sorry, John. No, I don't know if he watches my content anyway. But the Covered Caller, I think, is his name. But what he does is he uses trading profits and builds free Yieldmax positions from trading profits, so no money comes out of pocket. I thought it was a wonderful idea. So I took John's idea and done the same thing, but I only did it with one position, and that was SQY. What that does, having a free position allows us here in semi-retirement, I could pull the dividends 100%. It doesn't matter. No money came out of pocket for it. It's like Santa came down the chimney and dropped, a whole bunch of shares of SQY in my stocking. It's absolutely free. So I can either pull the dividends if we need them, I can leave it in there and average into other positions or whatever. And I encourage you to try to maybe do the same thing this coming year if you get opportunities from trading profits, or something gets above your cost basis on any of your high yield funds. Start a free position. It's wonderful. And just keep, you could have it going into itself if you wanted to, whatever. Pull the money. That's what's wonderful about the free position and the dividend orchard I kind of created with it. That it's just, as long as SQY is around, all that money is free, month in and month out. It's wonderful. I love it. Hope you enjoyed the content, my friends. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.